Hey, okay, so today I'm going to be filming my updated makeup routine. Honestly, this video is so long overdue, but I don't really wear makeup that often, so I guess there hasn't been much for me to film. So right now I'm priming my face. I use the best primer ever, the e.l.f. Power Grip. But yeah, this pencil, I believe it's an NYX brow pencil. Basically, it just gives my brows like a ginger tint to match my hair. So now I'm placing my concealers. I use the e.l.f. Satin Finish Cameo Concealers. These are honestly the best concealers I've ever used. And I'm just going to place on my inner corner. Right now I'm using the shade Deep Olive on the inner corners. And then I add the shade Deep Chestnut to a little bit of the outer, because this one's a little bit darker. And I'm just going to let those sit there for a second. And I am not a foundation girly by any means. So right now I'm just going in with my another concealer, and this one's in the shade Rich Chocolate. I've actually never used this shade before, and I'm not even sure that it's like actually my shade, so we're gonna find out. And then to snatch my face a little bit, I'm just gonna place some here, here, here. Then I'm gonna match it with the darker shade just so I can make sure that it actually blends. Now I'm just blending out the edges of my concealer. Right now I'm going through that mid-quarter panic because I have no clue if I'm interning anywhere this summer. Like, I think I should have applied for more programs. Then I go in with the beauty blender and I only beauty blend the edges. Like, I don't like the way that it makes my makeup look splotchy in the center, so I don't touch it for now. This is coming out very scary looking, but we are just going to trust the process on this. And what I do at this point is I'm blending with a brush, and then I take the brush I used for the darker shade and I use it to blend out the edges. Okay, this shade isn't as off as I thought it was. I think I can make this work. Now what I'm doing is I'm just carving out my face with a sponge. Now I'm going in with my black opal contour in this shade Ebony Brown. And I'm just going to place the contour right there. Then I use a wipe and I just take off all the excess. And I'm just going to blend upwards into the line where I concealed. And I'll come back and do this off camera. Then I'm going to take this brush and just carve out my nose. Like so. And I'm going to blend out with the Beauty Blender. And that's what it looks like as I'm blending. This is how it should look like when I'm done. Now I'm going in with the Black Radiance Soft Focus Powder. This powder is honestly one of the best makeup products I've ever purchased. So I put this on before I use a setting powder. Now I'm going in with the Black Radiance Loose Finishing Powder. And I'm just going to let this, I don't really bake because I don't know how. I'm pretty new to makeup and I also don't like the way it looks. So I just press my powder in. So I'm just going to place it under my under eye like this. I use it to shape my nose. I don't drag it all the way to my under eye. Push them around my mouth. Then I take a little bit and just on both sides. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. And for my setting powder, I'm just gonna press it all in like so. And I promise you, it doesn't normally look this ashy. I also put a little at the ball of my nose and carve out my nose bridge again. Now I'm going in with the Black Radiance blush in the shade Warm Berry. This blush honestly brings all the warmth back to my face. And I'm using the e.l.f. setting spray. And I set my face twice, so I'm gonna set it once, let it sit, then I'm going to come back, set again. So while that first set is setting, I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty eyeshadow. I use this as highlight for my nose bridge. And I also let that sit for a second, and then I blend it out some more. And while we're waiting, I go in with, today I want to do like a not as harsh lip look. So I'm just going in with the same pencil I use for my brows. I don't overline my lips because I have pretty big lips, but I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie for the center. I only use a little bit because I don't want my lips to look like really white. And then I'm just going to go in with a clear gloss from the hair store on top. So this is almost a finished look, and now I'm going to take the end of the Beauty Blender, a clean one, and I'm just going to blend literally the edges of everything, make sure everything looks seamless, but it also looks so good. I'm actually glad. And now for setting spray one more time. And this is a finished look. I absolutely love this. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, but I think it's still super cute. That's the end of my tutorial. All the products are linked in my Amazon storefront.